How's it going, fellas? Welcome back to episode 17 of ATM10. We are standing in our compact machine with our very awesome hydroponic beds running. I figured we should do an update. How much essence have these hydroponic beds made for us? Well, let's take a look. 1.2 million diamond essence and 1.1 million emerald essence. I can't actually remember, to be honest with you, if I turned a lot of this into diamonds and emeralds or not. I think I did, because I'm looking at 68,000 emeralds right now. How many diamonds am I looking at? 292. So I think I turned a lot of emerald essence into emeralds, but I didn't really touch diamond essence, I'm guessing, unless I turned it into compact blocks. I don't really know. But we are gonna be, I'm thinking, working on nether stars this episode. Because if I want to get my hands on like 18 ATM stars, we need a lot of nether stars. Let's take a peek really quick. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 nether star blocks. That's 3x nether star blocks. 15 3x nether star blocks. Got a frog in my throat, sorry. And that's going to be, oh my god, there's a thing in my throat. If I mathed it correctly, it's about 100,000 nether stars per ATM star. So I need close to 2 million nether stars in order to do this. Now, we have this one wither data model, but I'm not sure if this one is going to be enough. We probably need like 6 of these things. She might even be more than that. I don't actually know. I'm thinking I do 8 more. So that is enough to like get, I can fill my deep learner twice. So I can kill 2 withers. I can get the super basic model, and then I'll just have 8 more wither data models. I just need to craft up the blank models, model framework. So I just need 8 of these. What am I missing? I'm missing clay balls. That's crazy. Give me some clay balls, please. And can I have 7 more of these? They don't stack. That's a little annoying, but it's not the end of the world. So that's 6, 7, and redstone repeater. Oh my goodness. Redstone repeater, thank you. And that's 8. So I just have to spawn a wither. Is there an easy place I can do that at without like destroying everything? Let's see. I know I have 2 compact machines now. I'm not using this one, so maybe I can just spawn a wither in here. Yeah. Also, I don't remember making this, to be honest with you. Soul sand. Soul sand. Do I have soul sand? Hello? Oh, there we go. Give me like 10 of that stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then skulls. Need 3 of those. 3. There we go. And then let's get a wither going. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm just gonna absorb this wither into these models and then just kill it. Get my sword going in there. Actually, get the deep learner going in there instead. Alright, just right click you a bunch. Hopefully I don't die doing this. Throw 4 of these in there, and then I'm killing you. Bye-bye. See you later. Oh, shoot, I forgot. In between episodes, and you saw it in the thumbnail, actually, for last episode, I crafted this insane enchanted book using our Library of Alexandria. So I guess I should just throw it on my sword. So let me do that. Let me get an anvil. I guess I can get an anvil on a stick. That might be kind of funny, right? So that requires a regular anvil, and then I can have anvil on a stick. There we go. And let's see, how many levels are we looking at? 200. Wow, that is a little bit expensive, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting that, but that's okay. I did set up an enchantment applicator, and I'm wondering, I did not mean to do that. I'm wondering if it'll be cheaper if I use this. I don't know if that made it any cheaper, but it went on instantly. So yeah, that was the thing that just happened. So now this has, oh, sharpness 5? What happened to my sharpness 9? Some things did not properly carry over. I know I had some level 11 enchants. Okay, so don't use the enchantment applicator. You're going to lose some stuff. Like, I definitely don't have the highest level of sharpness anymore. That kind of stinks. All right, well, I learned my lesson. I'm not doing that again. I do, however, need to kill another wither. Wait, do I have to kill 6 withers? Because I don't... The faulty model might never upgrade, will it? Okay, I might have to kill a bunch of withers. Alright, I'm going to get to work in this dimension. I will be back once I have killed enough withers to upgrade my current models to basic. But I figure I may as well show on camera the first time testing out this sword. Hang on, let me turn down hostile creatures because it's going to be loud. Actually, I'm just turning sound off for now. Let's see how it does. I can't imagine it's like leagues and bounds better, but it's got to be a good bit better, right? I'm not getting sweeping edge right now because I'm flying. I don't think you can do sweeping edge while I'm flying. And I can't lie, I'm not exactly noticing a whole lot of a difference here. But to be fair, I'm also fighting 6 of these guys at the same time, so it's kind of hard to say. I don't know. There's definitely, like, some weird, like, things happening, I noticed. Like, I saw evokers or something. I'm not sure what I saw. That's a lot of enchantments. I don't even really know what most of them do. Whatever. Okay, so that should have upgraded these, right? Wait, where's my deep learner? Yeah, they're basic now. So I think I stop worrying about them. Take these out and put in the faulty models. This one. And then I just kill 6 more withers. Let me do that. Wait, check this out. It's going to be epic. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Withers. All right, we got 4 more basic data models. And if I look in here, wither. Okay, maybe. Oh, there they are. There's the other 4 basic data models. So I got 8 more. What is this guy doing here? See ya. He dropped me a gold backpack with stuff in it. A fire ward ring grants fire immunity. That is pretty darn cool. I will be taking that, I suppose. That is cool. Wow, nice. Throw that on, I guess. Anyways, I'm probably going to want a recipe to automatically craft those loot fabricators, because I'm assuming that I'm going to be needing a lot of them. And I probably won't need as many of them, but the simulation chambers, I may as well have a recipe for that as well. Now, is there anything in here that I need to have a recipe for? It looks like I already have a recipe for all of the components of these 2 things, except for ender pearls, but I just happen to have 337,000 ender pearls, so I'm probably good on the ender pearl front. All right, let's hop back in here. Actually, that was pretty dumb. I should probably actually put the patterns in my thing so that they do the thing that they're supposed to do. I should probably put them in here, shouldn't I? Okay, give me 8 simulation chambers, please. Is that instant? Yeah, that's instant. That's nice. Give me some soul pipes and some soul surges, and shoot, I might need some like scaffolding, so I'll just do dirt. So yeah, let me just place a line of dirt here. That might be helpful. I'll get simulation chambers every 2 blocks, so 2 blocks in between, so we have room for the soul surges. It'll be just like this. Boom. Oh, wow. Boom. Boom. Okay. And then make sure I actually click the thing I want to soul surge, because if you don't, you won't soul surge it. You have to, it's kind of like hoppers, weirdly enough. I also need to craft a lot more soul surges. Those are pipes. Give me like 40 of these. Thank you. I craft those instantly. I love crafting things instantly. Makes me feel powerful. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Instead of saying boom about 30 more times, I'm instead going to cut to when these are all properly soul surged. Now, I don't know if these 2 soul surges next to each other count as them like being connected, so I'm going to play it safe and probably put more pipes than I actually need. And that is okay, because I'm doing good on resources. I can afford to waste some pipes. This is probably more pipes than I need, but honestly, it looks kind of cool, so I'm okay with that. So right now we do have this entangled block dealio, which is on this simulation chamber. The problem is, well, for one, it doesn't have a data model in it. I don't know why. I figured, wait, it does. I'm stupid. It just doesn't have the blank prediction matrices. So we're going to need to get a cable from our whatever you call this, quantum ring. We're gonna need to get a cable over there for exporters to export these prediction matrices that we need. Now, alternatively, I could be cheaty and just get a little drawer right there. Get myself, I'll go for an extended, no, just regular. Get an export bus and a Fluix cable and do that, and then set it to export prediction matrix, set it to export prediction matrices. And then I guess I'll get some acceleration cards as well. You go in there, and it should just start doing... Oh, wait, no. I need a crafting upgrade. Crafting card. I need a crafting card. Once I get the crafting card, it's just automatically going to queue up prediction matrices in order to fill this drawer. It should fill the drawer, like, pretty darn quickly, I'm pretty sure. Let's just make sure that works. It does say the device is online. 96. Now, I'm just wondering if it's going to fill it fast enough for the simulation chambers. It looks like it probably will, but it's hard to say. Also, these particles are annoying. Regeneration 6 for 2.5 minutes. Come on. I guess I could speed this up. I wonder if I could soul surge this actually. Probably not, right? Hang on. No, I can't time wand it. So I'm assuming I can't soul surge it. I mean, that's pretty good speed, but let's be safe. Let's go with one more export bus. So I'm gonna need 2 Fluix cables. All right, boom, boom, boom. Set you to export prediction matrix and have some acceleration cards. And that should be good enough. And then what I can do is I can get an entangled block. Actually, just give me like 10 more. I have them in my backpack. What am I doing? Give me an entangled block. I can capture this. And over here, I can export it. So I'd probably want to do this like right here. Set that to the drawer. And then get some item pipes. Ultimate pipe upgrade. And my wrench. And we pipe from the drawer into our entangled blocks. So this should be now getting, yeah, the wither predictions. Nice. So I'm going to need 8 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to capture all of these, just like this. Just going to go all the way down. I wonder how expensive those prediction matrices are. Like, it's not going to bankrupt me, right? I mean, what does it take to make these again? Glass, iron, gold, clay. But that makes 16 of them. I'm probably fine. All right, they're all entangled, so I just do this, and they should now all be full of prediction matrices, although I'm guessing that they don't fill up until you give them a data model. And an easy way I could do that is I could probably just slap down a chest right here. That will, of course, that will happen. Why did I think that wouldn't happen? And then I can put in these prediction matrices, just like this, and I guess that does not work, and I'm wrong. So I'm just going to break that. Oh my goodness. That is oh, it's because I shrank. That's right. Let me let me unshrink myself real quick. There we go. That's better. That was scary. And I'm just going to throw these in my system. The export bus should eventually export them back into that drawer over there. All right, I guess I'm placing all these in by hand. I do place it in by hand and see that the prediction matrices are populated in these simulation chambers. So that is good. So I'll just be placing them all by hand then. That's fine. Wait, cannot begin. Oh, it doesn't have power probably, right? Yeah, no power. So let me do this. Get some extra energy pipes going here. Now they should all have power. Now I'm wondering, how much power is this use? 131,000. It's fair to say we're going to be needing some kind of power upgrade. Are we even generating that much? Hang on a second. I gotta go check. Now I'm kind of scared. How much power are we generating? Because we're going to be using a lot more once we start using the loot fabricators, right? I would assume. Let's take a little peeky weeky here. Are we draining? Doesn't look like we're draining. Are these pipes draining? I don't know. I don't know how much we're generating. 0 FE per tick? What do you mean 0? This one says 15,000. This one says 0. Why do you say 0? What is wrong with you? 15,000, 15,000, 15,000, 15,000. Maybe I need to upgrade power. So this has power in it and its buffer is draining. That's not a good sign. It's a bad sign, actually, believe it or not. But actually, I might know the problemo here. Why that one says 0. It might actually just be full on power, and it doesn't need to generate anything, because they're probably not running anymore already because they're full. They're never emptying their items. So if I go in here, all of these are going to be full now, and they're not running anymore, so it's not using power. I lied. It is still running and using power. It's just slower, I guess, because... Is this as slow? Wait, hang on. I'm confused. Model energy cost 2560. What about this one? They're all 2560. But this is slow as balls. Am I out of souls? No, I have souls. These are still really fast. So maybe the better the model, just the faster it is. This is definitely exporting a lot of souls. I think it's just that the better the model, the faster it is. What if I take these out? Is this one going to start going blazing fast? Take that out too. Yeah, that one, it's a lot faster. Is it? Wasn't it faster before? Dude, I'm so confused right now. I actually don't know what's going on. Oh, I think these are... Oh, they're restricted by power. Wow, really? They're power restricted. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to have to break this and all the energy pipes. They might all just have to get their own flux point, is the deal. So that's what I'll probably do. So are you doing a little bit better now? Yeah, you're doing a lot better now. And how much power is that using? 64,000. That is a scary number. That means they're all going to use 64,000. We have to upgrade power. We can't not upgrade power. But, you know, it was inevitable. It was inevitable. I knew it would come to this. Although, to be fair, I don't know what I'm going to upgrade to. I have no idea. Do I just place down more thermo generators from power? I don't even know. I do know, though, that something has to happen. What do I want that something to be? I mean, there's nothing stopping me from just 200 thermo generators. Boom, I could just have that right now. But it feels lazy. I don't know. Maybe I just make more thermo generators, and then once that can't keep up, I go for something different. Or I do the something different right now. So someone in my Discord, Cutler, is telling me that a fusion reactor is probably best late game. Fusion reactor. I've actually never built a fusion reactor. I've never really gone into Mekanism, like late Mekanism. I've never done that before, actually. Fusion chamber, fusion reactor. I'm assuming they're talking about Mekanism and not modern industrialization. Modern industrialization. What a scary mod. Mekanism generators. That is a mod. What is this? Stored DT fuel 10. Ready for reaction. I don't know. Oh, God. I don't know what this is. It's scary looking, though. If you want a fusion reactor controller, it's going to cost you fusion reactor frame and some basic stuff I can make easily. But to get this, we need polonium. And polonium is made from what? What is that made from? It's just made from the polonium, I guess. And you get that from nuclear waste. And the only way to get nuclear waste, how do you do that? You get that from fissile fuel and water, or sodium and fissile fuel. Sodium, that's strange. You would just do water, right? I'm going down a rabbit hole right now, I'm sorry. Or you could get a bee, I guess. That sounds goofy. I'm not going to do that. If I'm going to do Mekanism, I'm going to do it the real way because I've never done it and I want to try it. Fissile fuel. So how do you get your hands on fissile fuel? Oh, you know, just a little bit of uranium hexafluoride. Is that it? Uranium hexafluoride? I think that's it. Or 32 reprocessed fissile fragment. I'm sure the way you're supposed to do it is uranium hexafluoride, but just out of curiosity, what is this? Reprocessed fissile fragment. Okay, plutonium, but yeah, I mean, wait, hang on. Plutonium. What is plutonium? Because it's different from polonium. What is that? Hang on. Wait, what? Uranium hexafluoride, it's gone. I don't know what I was looking at. But it seems like you probably make that from hydrofluoric acid and uranium oxide. So you just make like a couple of basic chemicals, I'm assuming, from different random things, and then you just like are combined. It's chemistry. It's just chemistry. I've seen Breaking Bad. I can do chemistry. I'm basically a chemistry master. If I'm gonna start on this wacky Mekanism stuff, I feel like the best place to do it would be a desert, no? That would make sense. Wow, this thing is still here. That's kind of funny. I'm gonna destroy that. I feel like this would be a good place to do it. I'm gonna whip out my destruction gadget. I'm gonna flatten this place a bit. I'm gonna completely rip this temple thing apart, not gonna lie. I gotta say, this is kind of satisfying to do, honestly. I'm just like destroying it layer by layer. That's fun. Breaking the chest will delete your unique loot and all items in the chest. In order to break, you must sneak while doing so. As loot is per player per chest, only break if really needed. Well, there's only one player in my world. And do I really care about any of this? Hang on. Don't I need these relics, actually? That's pretty cool. Enhancer relic. I think I need those. I'm pretty sure. Do I need that for the ATM star? I need it to... Oh, you can duplicate them. That's cool. I need it to... Oh, yeah, the automatic Hephaestus forge. I need the enhancer relic. Oh, there's 3 enhancer relics. I need all of them. All right. Well, a good thing I have one now, I guess. I guess I'm glad I checked that. Novelty drinking hat. Cool. Is that it? I think that's it. All right, back to destroying things. Let me make sure I put that in my system so I don't lose it forever. Now I'm going to make some sandstone with some sand, obviously. And I'm going to fill in these random holes that are around with the builder gadget, this thingy. So I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do this for all the little holes that are laying around. Yeah, that's good. Oop, some sand gravity happened. It does have a surface mode. I do have a surface mode on this thing, but oh, there we go. That's how it works. That being said, that's not quite what I wanted to do. Horizontal wall? Yeah, I think that's what I want. Horizontal wall. Current area, shunting, signaling, surveying, world spike, none. Aura. Current aura. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I guess this is the best way to do this. I don't really know. I'm gonna stick with my horizontal wall for now, because I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get. Yeah, that's doing pretty good though, I think. Although I am already out of sandstone, so I'm gonna have to make more. I think this is good. This is a good little area. You are not allowed in my area, however. Bye-bye. Okay, so how do we get... Hang on, first of all, I need to move this down or else it's going to bother me. How do we get started with Fission reactor? I'm so glad you asked. We need to make uranium hexafluoride. That does seem to be the end goal. It's made from hydrofluoric acid and uranium oxide. In order to get hydrofluoric acid, you're going to have to put in the chemical dissolution chamber sulfuric acid and fluorite. Fluorite we should have pretty covered, I would assume. Now, in order to get this, what was it? Oh my gosh, I'm getting sidetracked. In order to get the sulfuric acid, we are going to have to get sulfur trioxide and water vapor. Is that the only way? That does seem to be the only way. Wait, no. Sulfur. There's also the sulfur option. So we just turn sulfur into the chemical. That's easy mode. So like hydrofluoric acid is really just sulfur and fluorite. And that right there is just one of the steps of uranium hexafluoride. That's easy. I'm assuming uranium oxide is a bit harder. So in order to get uranium oxide, it's just uranium? Yellow cake uranium. It's just uranium. It's literally just uranium. Wait, is that it? Uranium hexafluoride. This turns into fissile fuel in the isotopic centrifuge. And then we put that in a fission reactor and we get nuclear waste and steam. And with this nuclear waste, we make polonium. With the polonium, we can get polonium pellets, and then we can make a fusion reactor, not a fission reactor. We're going to make a fusion reactor so we can make the fission reactor. Well, let's get to getting. So I'm going to need some mechanism items. I should probably be setting up some auto crafting for you know what I'm saying? Sorry. Okay, let's just get some basic things here. So I already have a decent amount of energy upgrades. Give me some more speed upgrades. I don't have any of that stuff in my backpack, do I? No, I do not. That is fine. So, I was thinking maybe I'll get some auto crafting of these things going, but maybe I'll just make them myself, you know? Basic chemical tank. I'm assuming I'm gonna need a good couple of those. Give me like 8 of them. Something like that. Yeah, that's good. I do be needing this chemical dissolution chamber. Ooh, steel casing. That's something I probably just want like 30 of. Give me 30 of those. I do be needing this chemical dissolution chamber, so give me one of those. That's going to make us our hydrofluoric acid. And in order to get the sulfuric acid, I am going to be needing a item to chemical. How do you do this exactly? Item to chemical. It's not showing you a machine. Right-click sulfur. Any machines listed here? Is it like a chemical crystallizer? Chemical oxidizer? That makes sulfur dioxide. That's not... Sulfur trioxide. Sulfuric acid. I'm confused right now. How do we do this item to chemical thing? It says purification chamber or basic compressing factory, injecting, infusing, antiprotonic nucleosynthesizer. I mean, that's a pretty normal name for a machine. It's a very normal name. It needs antimatter, so that's just not happening. Now I'm confused. I get the feeling that this hydrofluoric acid thing that needs sulfuric acid, I get the feeling sulfuric acid is not as easy to make as I initially thought it would be. Unfortunately. Because when you put, I guess, sulfur... Hang on, first of all, a purification chamber. Let me just get a purification chamber. It says if I put sulfur in here, I just get sulfuric acid. Which I'm assuming he's talking about right here in this infusion slot. It's going to turn into sulfuric acid right here. Yeah, that's not what I need. I need to be able to like take it out and like store it. So I guess that I was wrong. In order to get this hydrofluoric acid, which needs a sulfuric acid, I am going to have to make sulfur trioxide and water vapor. So to get started on water vapor, I am going to be needing a rotary decondensator, which needs a basic fluid tank, one that's empty preferably. And oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Basic fluid, thank you. Rotary decondensator. This is going to make our vapor, which we're going to be combining with sulfur trioxide to get our sulfuric acid. So I'm just going to pop it right here. This fella is going to get a sink, a pipe, and it's going to extract water from the sink to the rotary condensator. I have heard there is some kind of eternal infinite water source, eternal water block. That might be it, but I haven't done an evil craft, so I'm not going to mess with that. But I have heard there is like a better version of the sink that like auto exports, and that would be cool, but not right now. Not right now if it needs an evil craft. That is a mod I've literally never touched, and I'll have to learn about it before I touch it. So for now, we're getting stinky with the sinky. Okay, you are not receiving water. Left should be set to input, I'm assuming. You're still not receiving water. What is your deal? Wait, this says chemicals config. Fluids. Left is set to input. Okay, so why? Why not work? Wait, don't I need a rotary decondensator? So I need to do... No, that's still a rotary condensator. Wait, hang on. So do I have to set this to either condensator or decondensator? It's set to condensating. I think I need to decondensator. Yeah, there we go. And then water is going to turn into water vapor. Nice, that was perfect. Okay, let's get our mechanism upgrades. And you're just going to get everything. So I guess I should just shift right click them in actually. That's going to work instantly. And then these are all going to be needing a flux point. So here you go, buddy. And now you're just making me some water vapor. I should probably be getting my hands on a chemical tank. Just a basic one will work. Actually, do I want to do that? Maybe I don't. I don't know. But that's one step down. So in order to get the sulfur trioxide, we're also going to be needing... Wait, oxygen and sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide... Wait, what did I need the water vapor for? Oh, sulfur trioxide. Oh, okay. So we also will be needing oxygen. So in order to get our hands on oxygen, we're going to need an electrolytic separator. Wow, that needs a lot of random things. And some of those things I don't even have the ability to get, like iron dust. Can I hammer it? I sure can. So give me an electrolytic core, and then we can have an electrolytic separator. I'm going to throw it right here. It is going to need a sink. So fluid pipe upgrade. Boom. 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 So you're now getting water. You're separating it into oxygen and hydrogen. I think this is something that I'm going to want chemical tanks for. So I'm going to put one here and one here. And on the left side, you're going to... Can't eject. Oh, it's fluids. Chemicals. You're going to output to the base chemical tank. Output 2. This is like a teal color. It's like a blue. Teal. The teal should be outputting to the right. And it is. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you're going to export to left, export to the right. Auto eject should be on. Although I don't think it really matters. You're getting hydrogen. You have oxygen. So if I give you power, there you go. Yeah, we're working. So you just need some upgrades. So here's speed and energy. Wow, this thing takes energy upgrades. I feel like... I remember in some mod packs it wouldn't, because you could burn hydrogen in a gas burning generator, I think, and it produced more power than like it costed to make it. I don't know. That's pretty cool though. Anyways, there's 2 chemicals down. So I can mark off water vapor. Now I should have everything for sulfur trioxide. I just have oxygen and sulfur dioxide. Oh, that's right. We got to do the sulfur dioxide. So we're going to be putting sulfur in a chemical oxidizer. So this needs a dynamic tank. Give me that. And then we can have ourselves a chemical oxidizer. You will go here and you get some upgrades. You get some power. Boom. And this does need sulfur. How am I going to get this thing sulfur? It seems like I may have no choice but to build a quantum ring. Either that or I be a cheaty little hack and I entangled block this. And then like from back home, I send this stuff sulfur. I guess that is a thing I could do. Is that what I want to do? I am feeling a little lazy. I might do that. You are not supposed to be here, good sir. I don't know how you got here and how you think you're allowed to just chill in my base. But that's not allowed. Oh, that was the thing that just happened. Okay. Alright, don't ask how because it's a tippity top secret, but this thing should be getting sulfur. It is not. Why? Where you just had sulfur in you and now you don't. Why? might be a chunk loading issue. And I gotta say, it's so annoying how literally every mod pack only gives you 25 chunks to load. It's not enough. I might be a little cheater and give myself a higher amount of loadable chunks. Apparently I can do this command, but I'm almost certain it's not going to work because I don't have OP privileges. So this might break achievements or something, but I am going to allow commands, start land world. I'm going to run this command. It's still not going to work. Okay. How do I do this? Okay, apparently I can add myself as an admin. So can I set the permission? No, I can't. But can I change how many chunks I can load? No, it's still 25. Okay. Admin mode enabled. That didn't seem to change anything. Okay, thanks Reddit. I found this command. Set it to 1,000. And there we go. Cool. We have 1,025 force loadable chunks. I'm now going to save and... Sorry, I cut myself off there. I'm going to save and quit the title. And I'm going to reload the world so that I no longer have operator privileges because I don't want to be able to do anything on accident. It adds a bunch of extra buttons to the inventory and I don't like seeing them there. I'm not a cheater, I promise. I promise I'm not a cheater. Alright, I'm back in. I don't have admin privileges anymore. I do still have 1,025 force loadable chunks. So I am going to load some more chunks just around the base. And I guess I should probably go into here actually. No, this one. And I should get rid of these things at the top that are chunk loading it for me. Because I don't heckin' need them anymore. I can instead just do this because I'm awesome. And these things take up some serious power. They take 5,000 kilojoules. What? Okay, FE, so redstone flux. They take about 2,000 FE per tick per chunk. So this was taken like 18,000. So this costs a thermo generator right here. Like 1 1/3 of a thermo generator, really. It might be slightly cheaty, or some people might consider it slightly cheaty. I don't care. It makes my life easier. I like it when my life is a little easier. Okay, back to the desert. And I am, of course, going to be chunk loading this little area. There we go. Are you getting sulfur now? No, you're still not getting sulfur. So the issue is not that of a chunk loading issue. I'm going to slightly change how I was doing it. Oh, you know the issue? We literally just don't have sulfur. You don't have any sulfur. Okay, that would probably be part of the issue. Okay, let me take this ore and make myself a sulfur seed. Make sure I don't put this in the system because it's going to get sucked up immediately. Okay, let me just break that. 19 sulfur. I really thought that would have been more. Okay. Oh, this one doesn't have fortune on it. I'm stupid. Whatever. Don't worry. Our sulfur problem will soon be solved. I just need to get some prudentium essence. There we go. And a prosperity seed base. There we go. Throw this stuff... Wait, where do I throw? Wait, no. Oh, wrong thing. Right here. Throw this stuff in here. Boom, boom, boom. Get my time wand, which I'm apparently missing. Speed that up. And then I have sulfur seeds. And this, I guess, I can put in a soul surged hydroponic bed. That could be cool, I guess. I'll have to make one, though. I'm not talking about how to make one. I have 195 just laying around. So I'll put this here. Get some soul surges. There we go. I actually need to craft more of these. There we go. Just take the sulfur seed, put it there, and that is not going to work yet because it doesn't have power and stuff. So I'm going to have to add it to this thing. So I hit it with the entangled binder, not the seed, but the hydroponic bed. Throw this here, select it, and then I'm going to need, looks like 2 fluid pipes, an energy pipe, and an item pipe. Fluid pipes go here, energy pipe goes here, item pipe goes here, and that should be it. Although, you're not, I'm about to say you're really slow. I realize it's because you don't have any add-ons at all. So here you go, have some add-ons, and that's going to do it. It's just, I don't have a spot for sulfur essence in my, that's not going to open. I don't have a spot for sulfur essence in my drawers, I don't think. So I can fix that by just doing that. And that should do it, I would think. But it's not populating at all. Why? I don't know why. Let me go back. Oh gosh, I'm still shrunk. Honey, I shrunk the kids. Okay, let me go back in here and see why. Oh, I'm stupid. I know why. It's because I got to do this. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I got to do this. Boom, boom. And then we have sulfur gaming. See, look, 1,000 sulfur essence. So I just need a crafting card for my exporter that's exporting sulfur into my thingy, and I also need a recipe for making sulfur. So how do we, oh, 3 makes 8. Wow. I will have like infinite sulfur. That's crazy. And I just need a crafting card, not a crafting terminal, oh my gosh, can I type? Crafting card. Give me one of these, please. Thank you. And that's going to go in my exporter, and then I have automated sulfur. You go here, and am I going to see that sulfur dioxide number go up? I'm not seeing it go up. Hello? Whatever, I'm just going to warp over there and see what happens. So take me to the desert. Are you going to work now? Nope, you don't have any sulfur in you. Why? What if I queue up some sulfur? I have like 2,000 or 1,000. Nope. All right, well, what if I, instead of setting it to this entangled block, what if I instead set it to a drawer? Would you export sulfur then? 96? 192? I feel like it's just so weirdly slow. I don't know why. But hang on. It's not just taking the sulfur from the 1,000, is it? Like, what if I put all this in my inventory? 480? Are you getting good pat? Okay, 576? I think... Yep, that did it. Okay. So instead, I will just access this drawer over at the desert. This magical drawer that's just going to always be full of sulfur. It's going to go freaking, I don't know, on top of it, I guess, like this. No. Oh my gosh. There we go. I did not mean to do all that. I'm so sorry, Sandstone. You are going to, wait. Yeah, okay, there we go. You are going to export, and do you really need an upgrade? It's still not getting sulfur. What? Items, config. Is it all set to energy? Is that the problem? Am I stupid? When did I do that? Oh, I might just be, honestly, I might just be really stupid, honestly. I mean, whatever. I'm not changing it now. It's too late. Actually, it would look a lot better if I changed it. I guess I'll change. Oh my god. Oh, I hate myself just a little bit. All right, see ya. Boom. Can I bind a block to itself? What? There. Okay. And then you go there, and that should... Yep, the sulfur, then it's going up. You see the number at the top going up? The little gray bar? That's going up. So that means it's working. Okay, that's good. And this drawer with 2,000 sulfur in it, I don't care about it. It's gone. I literally just removed it from existence because I literally don't care about it. So that's cool. All right, that material is taken care of. Sulfur dioxide, we got hydrogen and oxygen, and we got water vapor. So that's cool. That felt like a tangent, even though that's technically what we were trying to do. So the next thing I guess we need in order to get this hydrofluoric acid, so we can get the sulfuric acid, next thing we need is the sulfur trioxide. So we have the oxygen, we need the sulfur dioxide. This makes sulfur dioxide, so we just combine oxygen, sulfur dioxide, and the chemical infuser, and we get sulfur trioxide. Give this sucker a flux point, give it some speed and energy upgrades, and then it's going to need the sulfur dioxide. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to get an entangled block here. And it's also going to need, I believe it was oxygen. Is that correct? Yeah, it needs oxygen. You have oxygen here, so I'm going to select that. Get another entangled block, and we're going to do oxygen in the left side. And then we're going to need some chemical pipes. Is that what are they just called chemical pipe? Yeah, they're just pressurized tube, my bad. So I guess I'll just go straight for the best one. I realize I have to craft them up, which is a little annoying. Like I have to go through the whole tree, but it seems easy enough, so that's fine. There we go. And one here and one there. And this is not connecting. Hopefully it's not a huge deal. What if I just set all of the chemical sides to output? Yeah, there we go. And configurator, which I do have in here, set to energy though. How do I change that? Actually don't know. Wait, there we go. Set this to chemicals. You're going to export. You're going to export. This has sulfur dioxide. It does not have any oxygen. Why? Oh, it's probably because this tank needs to be set to output from all sides. Output and input. There we go. So do you have oxygen now? You do have oxygen, and now have sulfur trioxide. Very nice. And this is loud. That's fun. So the sulfur trioxide we are going to combine with water vapor in order to get our sulfuric acid. Our water vapor is right here. So we are going to, I guess, just go straight to the oxidizer. Not the oxidizer, sorry. Go straight into another chemical infuser. Yeah, another chemical infuser. So I guess I could just put it right next to our current chemical infuser. Let me make one though. I don't have one. I do need 2 of these chemical tanks, which I don't have any left of. And I guess I could just do this. Is that, yeah, it's filling up with sulfuric trioxide. So from the back, sorry, it's getting a little loud in here. You're going to input. I'm going to set this to output. So you got chemical trioxide, and they're so loud. Can I get like a muffle thing? Sound muffler. Can I have one of these, please? That sounds useful. It's going to be probably temporary until I have like muffler upgrades. It didn't do anything. Muffling upgrades it is. Here you go. Have fun. Enjoy your muffling upgrades. Okay, where was I? That's right. I was going to select this, and I need an entangled block right here. You're going to provide my little fella here with some water vapor. Thank you very much. And you just need power, and you should start making us some, what was it? Hydrofluoric acid, I believe. So here you go. Have some power, buddy. And you're making sulfuric acid. Nice. You do need some upgrades because you're slow. There you go. And I haven't forgotten upgrades any of these, have I? No, we're good. Okay. How much is that? It's already made 10,000. Yeah, that's a good speed probably. So there's our sulfuric acid. We just need... How do we get the... We need to combine it with fluorite. Oh, I didn't know they'd stack. Okay. I just made 4 stacks of basic chemical tanks. All right. How much osmium do I have left after that? Not a ton, but I do have 400,000 essence. So I think I'll be fine. I did not mean to do that though, I won't lie. Anyways, give me a chemical dissolution chamber. Give me back my muffling upgrades. I don't know why I put them in here. And you are going to go here. You're going to get speed upgrades, energy upgrades. You're going to get a muffling upgrade. And you're going to also be getting the sulfuric acid I just made. So there you go, buddy. And you're also going to be needing fluorite. So I guess I could do that the same way I gave this guy sulfur. That is another thing I suppose I'm going to need a seed for. All right, sounds easy enough to make at least. Speed that up. Give me a fluorite seed, please. Thank you very much. Hydroponic bed goes here. You get add-ons. You get your seed. You get soul surges because you're awesome. Here you go, buddy. One more. I just need to get out my shrinking gadget. There's the last one. And of course, you also get soul pipes because you're going to need them. And of course, you also get an item pipe, an energy pipe, and 2 fluid pipes. And you're going to be needing an entangled block after I select you, of course. There you go. Entangle it. Set this to output. Give it an upgrade. And we should now be getting 80 kajillion fluorite. Let's check. It's not going to do anything because I haven't set a spot for it in the drawers. So if I come over here, take out a bit of this essence, set it to the drawer, we now have over 1,000 fluorite essence already. Cool, infinite fluorite. I'm thinking instead of, this might be a little goofy, but instead of doing this, which isn't the worst idea ever, I think I get rid of that. And I instead come up here to the surface and I entangle this drawer, right? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Come back over here to the desert. And so for this guy, I'm gonna have to get down an entangled block. I guess I'd put it here actually. Set the drawer. Get myself a crafter from RF Tools. A tier 1 preferably, because I don't need anything better than that really. Let me craft this real quick. Crafter goes here. It's going to receive just sulfur essence. So give me a sulfur essence. I'm going to fill this up. There we go. Set this to remember and set this recipe to sulfur. Hit apply. I just need some item pipes just like that. And then the wrench. You are going to extract. Hello? Are you working? Okay. And this is going to fill up with sulfur essence. I just need to make sure this thing has power so it can operate. There we go. And boom, tons of sulfur. Now it's working. Nice. I'll just do the same thing for the fluorite. So entangled block here, and then set it, and then get another crafter. Boom. Give me some fluorite. Fill this up. Set it to remember. Set the recipe, which is that. Give it power. There we go. You're now making fluorite. Yep, got a stack. Get the item pipes going. Boom, 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 boom. You did the thing again. Why did you do that? There we go. And there you go. I might have to give these guys some upgrades. So let me give them some basic ones. I don't feel like wasting the top tier upgrades in these things because I don't think they really need it, but I'll give them some basic upgrades. Cool, so you're filling up with fluorite, you're filling up with sulfur. I didn't have to use any of my channels for it. Nice. It's got to give this sucker some power, so here you go, buddy. And you're making us hydrofluoric acid. Nice. Okay, so we got the hydrofluoric acid down. We just need to get uranium oxide. Luckily, this is super easy. We just take uranium cakes and put it in the chemical oxidizer. And we get the uranium cakes from uranium ingots. So first, we do have to enrich the uranium. I'm going to get a basic tier enriching factory. Of course, I'm going to give it some upgrades. I'm going to muffle that sucker because it's probably loud if I had to guess. And it's going to get some power. There we go. And I guess I planted a uranium seed and I put it in the same drawer as that one. We had a uranium seed planted at one point. We don't have any more, but we do have like over 200,000 uranium essence, which is cool. All right, and there is our uranium seed. Very cool. Wait a second. What? How did that get there? I don't know how that happened. All right, there's our uranium seed. Hydroponic bed goes down. Seed goes down. Soul surges go down. You are not a soul surge. There we go. You are also on a soul surge. I probably shouldn't have replaced those pipes because I did a terrible job. And then, of course, I do a little shrinkly doodly. Boom. And then soul surge there. Select it with my entangled binder. Entangled block goes down right here. Set the block. Energy pipe. 2 fluid pipes. And then an item pipe right here. Set that shit to extract. I think it's the first time I said the S word. I'm very sorry if anyone thought I was family friendly. I might not be. It's a little secret of mine that I might not be family friendly. Set that to export. And then we need to populate this drawer. So, wow, there's a lot of things in here. Oh, uranium essence is already in a drawer. Is it this one? Is that uranium essence? It says pulsating alloy essence. Where's my uranium essence? So many it's right there. It's right there. Okay. How do I want to do this then? I guess I could just... I could instead select this one. Okay, let's go back to the desert. Get myself a tier 1 crafter. There we go. You go here. Entangled block goes here. Do a bit of that. Get some item pipes down. Are you going to actually work this time? Nope. It still is not showing the correct... There we go. And then you are set to extract. Give them both some improved pipe upgrades. Whoa, jetpack turned on. Did not mean to do that. There you go. There you go. And it's going to fill up with vibrant alloy essence. I need to get uranium essence. Uranium. This stuff. And I need to fill all of these suckers. And I need to fix that because that is not supposed to be happening. Just got to pull all this stupid vibrant alloy essence out of here. And then set this to remember. Go to this first thing. Set it to make uranium ingots. Apply. And that should be it. Just need to make sure it has power, of course. So here is a flux point for you, buddy. And it bothers me that it's not rotated the same way the other ones are, so I'm going to actually fix that. So, boom. And then just make sure I reset this to extract, give it the upgrade. So that's making uranium ingots. It's sending them into the enriching factory. We're getting yellow cake uranium, and then we need to take that yellow cake uranium, and we need to put it in the chemical oxidizer, which needs a personal chest / barrel. So, give me a personal chest. I'm not sure what these do. Are these just like shulker boxes? Oh, it's like a back. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice. All right, that's neat. I didn't know that existed. Anyways, give me my chemical oxidizer. Wow, I can't spell. Give me my chemical oxidizer, please. Thank you very much. You go here, item pipe, extract, and this might need to be set to export from the front. So input, output. And I guess this needs to be items. This should be input. And now you're getting yellow cake uranium. Let me put all this stupid essence away. That's cool. So that's going to oxidize into the uranium oxide. It needs power to do so, however. And of course, I'm going to give it some energy and speed upgrades. And I also want it muffled because they're loud. And boom, uranium oxide. So we have successfully automated uranium oxide and what was the other one? I don't even remember. Water vapor. This is empty. Oh, wait, I'm confused. Sulfuric acid. Yeah, and this turns into hydrofluoric acid. Okay, so here's our hydrofluoric acid. We've automated hydrofluoric acid. We've automated uranium oxide. We just need to combine them, right? I don't remember what it was. Hydrofluoric acid, uranium oxide. We combine them in the chemical infuser. That gets us uranium hexafluoride. All right, so down goes a chemical infuser. That's a dissolution chamber. Chemical infuser right here. Give it a muffling upgrade. And I'm actually out of speed / energy upgrades. Oh, I have 8 more in here actually. So give me 64 of those. Start and then get started on these. There we go. And I'd imagine that should finish really fast. Yeah, it's finishing super fast. I have very fast machines back home. Okay, give me all of these. And I'll put away those stacks of 8 because I don't need them. Okay, you get upgrades. And you are also going to get, with a pressurized tube, the uranium oxide that we just made. So we're going to go to chemicals, set it to output from the front, and set this on chemicals to input from the back. There we go. And I'm going to set you to export right there. Cool. So you're getting the uranium oxide. You are not getting the hydrofluoric acid. So I'm going to bind this with my entangled binder. I'm going to get a entangled block right here, set that, and then get an ultimate pressurized tube and extract from it the sodium hexafluoride configurator. That is not gonna work. I probably have to change the sidage of the chemical dissolution chamber here. So let me set this to on chemicals input output from every side because I don't know what side it's accessing from over here, but I did do the trick. We're now getting uranium hexafluoride. I just need to give this guy some. Wait, did I already give him upgrades? I did already give him upgrades. I don't know if I gave him muffling. I don't have my headphones on right now, but muffling. Okay, I did give him muffling. Is it just really slow? Oh, it doesn't have power. I'm stupid. Okay, here we go. Have some flex point. Oh yeah, that's way better. That's good. All right, headphones are back on. Wow, I have already killed 52 minutes this episode. That's crazy. Okay, so now that I got the uranium hexafluoride, I can turn it into fissile fuel with the isotopic centrifuge. All right, how hard are you to craft? Super duper easy. Very cool. So I'll just stick you there, I guess, and maybe I should actually rotate you like this. I don't know. No, I'll keep it the way it was. You're gonna get a pressurized tube. Extract. You're loud. You're just nice and loud like that, aren't you? And can I, like, flux point you from the top? Nope, I can't do that. Okay, what about from the bottom? Yeah, you seem to like power in your bottom. That's cool. So you're going to get energy grade upgrades and speed upgrades. And that's going to make us a ton of fissile fuel. Very nice. You were struggling on energy there for a second, but you seem to be doing good now. Nice. So the fissile fuel... What do we do with this again? Oh yeah, we got to make a fission reactor now. I'm gonna build this like right here, I'm thinking. I'm looking at a picture on the Mekanism wiki, and I guess I'm just gonna build it based off that picture. In order to get fission reactor glass, I need enriched iron, and all my metallurgic infusers, none of them have coal. I probably, since I'll never need this again, I think I might just get another metallurgic infuser that isn't automated, and I'll just use it for random one-off recipes like this one. That's probably what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. So there's advanced, there's elite, there's ultimate, although I don't have any diamonds apparently, which is insane to think I don't have any diamonds. I know I have diamonds, they're just not crafted. Okay, so you're gonna go there, you're gonna get yourself some upgrades, and I guess while I'm at it, I might as well muffle some of these fellas. And you're going to need power, I'm not realizing, so let me break that stuff and shrink down. You're going to get, whoops, you're going to get power right there, buddy. Shrink back up, or unshrink, I suppose. And now you have power. If I just give you some coal, 3 stacks, 4 stacks, probably fine. That's probably overkill, actually. It's going to take forever to, actually, I can time wand you. Oh yeah, there we go. And you're going to get some iron. Is it ingots? I actually don't know. 4 stacks of iron ingots. Set it to auto sort. And it's not quite done, but it's because it ran out of coal. I'll take it though. That's good enough. And that will make us, I'm sure, all the reactor glass that we will need. Maybe it was fission. It's called, oh, it's just called reactor glass. Okay. And I need regular glass for that. So I'm going to type in I'm a glass. Give me 2,000. And then can I have some reactor glass, please and thank you? Yeah, there we go. Very cool. Give me a stack of that stuff. Thanks. I'm just going to make this part out of glass so I can see inside, because I like being able to see inside. Vertical column mode. And then can I, like, increase the width? I don't think I can. I can just increase the range. Vertical wall. That's too much range. Maybe, like, a range of 1? No. Range of 3? 2? I guess that works. That's not the most efficient way to do this, probably, but that's how I'm doing it. Okay, there we go. Nice. I do have to go back in here to place the things, though. I still have to put down fission fuel assemblies and I think control rod assemblies. So let me do that. I believe I just lay them out like this. Not like that. Like this. I think that's how you do it, right? So I need a couple more of those. Fission. Yeah, these things. I need a bunch more of these. I don't know how many I need. I'm just going to do 14. They're not like super expensive or anything, so it's fine if I make too many. All right, so I didn't need 14. I only need like 8. And then I need those controllers. Control rod assembly. I need 5 of these, I think. I can only make 3 because I don't have lead. Okay. I do have lead. It's just all raw. We gotta back to spawn and smelt some more lead. That's one of those things I just never had a seed for, I guess. All right, 2 more of these. And then boom, 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 boom. And then we cover this up. And now it's a fission reactor, I guess. But we are going to want, I guess, some ports, I'm assuming. We're probably going to want those so we can access it. And that, I think, I thought it would be a complete reactor, but I guess not. Maybe do I need, like, or maybe they just can't be on the edges. So let me try this. Yeah, there we go. It just can't be on the edges, I think. So there's the 2 ports. And we can activate in scram. I really don't know what scram does. I'm going to assume that means stop. So from what I know, this just generates heat. I actually don't know. So we're just going to give it water and fissile fuel, I guess. Making me realize I might want another port. So let's get another port. All right, sink is going to go down here. Get a fluid pipe. That's not where I want it. Right there. And then set that to extract. And you're going to get an ultimate pipe upgrade. There you go. And it's not the fastest fill up in the world, but that should be fine, right? I know there's a way to do it like literally instantly, but that's fine. Then we need our fissile fuel, so I'm going to come over here. I'm going to entangle this guy. I'm going to drop this here, set it to the thing, which, oh, that's cool. You can see the water actually filling up. That's freaking awesome. I don't know if this is working or not. We're just going to find out. So I guess ultimate pressurized tube, and that is not connecting. You know what? Maybe I should instead just have the fissile fuel go to a chemical tank, like right here. Okay, that's filling up. And instead, I'll set it to get its fissile fuel from a tank instead of from the machine, because this is a weird machine that's like 2 blocks tall. It's kind of strange. Okay, set that, and then set this to export into the thing, and you're making fuel. Wait, no, you have fuel, I mean, sorry. Burn rate. 0 millibuckets per tick. Status is disabled. So I can just like activate it. That is loud. That is really loud. Does this take muffling upgrades? Oh no, it's really loud. I don't think it takes muffling upgrades. Alright, I'm coming into here. I'm typing in fission. That's fusion. Fission. Mute. Okay, it's done. Alright, how are you doing? You're making a ton of steam and a bit of nuclear waste. It's already made over 300 buckets of steam. We're burning at 0.1 millibuckets per tick. We could totally increase that, right? How do we do that, though? I actually don't know how to do that. Maybe we can't increase that. Are we out of fissile fuel? Hang on. Dude, we are out of fissile fuel. Because we are out of whatever this, we're out. Wow, this is going. Even though this is max speed. What if I increase your speed? Are we going to get more fissile fuel? No. Okay, something's bottlenecking us, and it might be this chemical oxidizer. I don't see why we can't just have 2 chemical oxidizers though, right? That's a thing we could do. So let's do that. So speed upgrades, energy upgrades. Just make sure that we do, this is a little complicated. Quickly remove that. And then we're gonna need an ultimate pressurized tube here. And we're gonna have to set this sightage correctly. Set this to output. And get my configurator, do a bit of that. And you should be getting yellow cake uranium, but you're not. Why are you not? Maybe this thing is too, yeah, it's too slow. This needs an improved pipe upgrade at least. There you go. Are you gonna get yellow cake uranium? From your energy. Why is it set to energy? Set that to input. And you're also going to need a flux point. That is my bad. So have a flux point, buddy. Now you're going. Are we doing any better now? Not really. Wait, you're good on uranium oxide. Wait, what's the deal? Is it just it's just filling up with pressurized tube. What you're not good on is sulfuric acid. So you're not good on this. Oh, I see. Sulfuric acid is the issue. So here we have water vapor. Sulfuric acid. Hang on, I need to look at the recipe for the sulfuric acid. What is the bottleneck? It's not fluorite. It's not water vapor. It must be... Oh. Are you the... Oh, this needs to be set to dumping excess on the hydrogens. They should both be set to dumping excess, actually. So there we go. That should make it start producing fissile fuel again, right? So you don't have anything in you, but you are running, right? This thing's totally running. Using 28,000 FE per tick? That's insane. Does it use the same if I uninstall these? Yeah, it does. Okay, I thought earlier that like the energy upgrades totally worked on these because I can install them. They don't do anything though. They do nothing. But I do believe it's dumping that now. So this is full of oxygen. You are not... Oh, power. Really? Power? Really? Wow. What? Not enough. Am I out of power? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, hang on. This might be bad. Let's go look. How's power doing? Are you out? No, you're good. What? You're fine. We're totally chill on power. So what's the deal then? Not enough energy to operate. How is that possible? It only needs 500 FE per tick and it doesn't have enough energy to operate. What? It's got water vapor. It's got sulfur trioxide. It should be making sulfuric acid, but it says not enough energy, even though it has 2 flux points going into it. Maybe the energy sightage isn't set correctly. Set this to energy. It's still not really doing anything. Set the left side to energy as well. I can't even set this to energy. Oh wait, here we go. It's already set to input from all sides, energy. What is your deal? Maybe if I uninstall some speed upgrades? Nah, you're just not working. I don't know why. Maybe the flux points are having some kind of issue. Let's try just an energy pipe maybe. So energy pipe with a flux point on it. Set this to extract. Get some kind of upgrade, an advanced pipe upgrade. Are you working now? Okay. I guess it, for whatever reason, does not like the flux points. I couldn't tell you why. But it is making my stuff now. You are going to need some speed upgrades because I took those out. And we're going. The chemical dissolution chamber is finally doing something. Not enough energy. What? We're back to this? What is the deal? Hang on. Can you take like more pipes? Dude, I don't know. How is that possible? Not enough energy to operate. Oh, using 30,000 FE. Oh. It says it. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Let's give it a higher tier upgrade. My bad. There you go. Are you gonna work now? Barely. Okay, what if I give you another flux point, right? You see what I'm saying? And I give you another high tier upgrade. Maybe it's just too many speed upgrades. It'll use less power if I take out some speed upgrades, and it still just drops. I don't know why that is. Okay, idea. We give it some kind of buffer, right? So we give it a battery. That does keep it full. That is a very good sign. A battery keeps it full. I'm not sure what this thing's problem is. Oh gosh, does it not even keep it full? Not enough energy to run at maximum speed. Okay, hang on. Let's give it another battery. We're gonna give it another battery. Shoot, I don't even have another battery to give it. I'm gonna have to make one. Okay, here you go. Another battery, and then a flux point here. Is it filling up? I can't even tell. Set you. You're already set to input output. Is our flux network just not working? Is that a thing that's happening? No, it's. I think it's working. We're outputting 200,000 FE per tick. Yeah, it's working, I think. Why are you not receiving power? Oh, wait. No, left is set to, wait. Output. No, set that to input. I'm so confused right now. Why is this wireless energy cube not receiving power from the flux point? Why? I don't know. And this energy cube down here is already drained. Is it because this chemical infuser is eating all my power right now? Is that what's happening? Dude, this thing is power hungry, apparently. Let me try moving them away from that thing. Place them over here, maybe. Actually, break this. Put it right there. Flux point. You're not filling up. And you're not filling up. Now I'm starting to think something's wrong with my flux points, because these are all set to input-output. And this is all set to input-output. I don't understand. Okay, let's try with an energy pipe. Energy pipe. Flux point. Extract from the flux point. Let's pipe upgrade. This just isn't connecting to the energy pipe? What? What? What is going on today? What is going on? Are these flux points cursed? I'm throwing them away. They're gone. They're just thrown away. I'm going to make more. Flux point. Give me 10. Next. Thank you. Let's try these. Okay. Putting down a new flux point. Not right there. Right here. Set this to Prince Vince's network. Not working. What about if I put one here? Now it's working for this one, but not for this one. Why? Dude, I actually don't understand. Bypass limit? Dude, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Let me try flux point here. And this one actually was getting energy, so let me try this one. Are you still getting energy? You are still getting energy. This has energy. I solved it, although I don't feel like I solved it because I knew what the problem was. I feel like I got lucky. I feel like I got lucky, which is why I solved it. But if I fill it up with speed upgrades, it still says not enough energy. And it's also draining. The flux point is not fast enough, apparently. So let me uninstall a couple of those. Not enough energy still. Wow, this thing is insane. That is really something. Wait, what did I just... Oh, maybe it's because I closed the menu with the speed upgrade still in there. So uninstall to 4. Take them out. Look in here. It's draining, so let me uninstall one more. Uninstall. Are you draining still? Yeah, you're not even charging, are you? Oh, I'm about to give up. This thing also says not enough energy to operate. You know what I think the issue is? I think I finally realized what the issue is. We don't have enough throughput. I think we just don't have enough throughput on our network. I think I might be able to solve it if I put flux plugs on these. Let me see. Let me get some flux plugs. Dude, this took me so long to figure out, and I think I finally have actually figured it out. So I need, like, what, 6 of these flux plugs, and just throw them on here. Set them all to Prince Vince's network. I might be in a deficit now, though. They are all inputting. Let's take a look at our flux controller. Let's network statistics. We're inputting 259K, outputting 262K. So we're still, like, throttled. You know what we need? We need an induction matrix. I think I understand why Mekanism adds the induction matrix now. This is all making sense. But, and you probably already saw this coming, this episode's over an hour long. The induction matrix and other mechanism shenanigans will have to occur in the next episode. I'm sorry. I thought I'd be getting somewhere, but I got so sidetracked by that power problem that I did not understand at all. You know it's been a busy episode when this is what my inventory looks like at the end. This is the inventory of a psychopath. That inventory pisses me off a little bit. Just looking at it, I'm just like angry at like how disorganized and cluttered and chaotic it looks. But anyways, thank you for joining me on this episode. If you enjoyed it, then you know what to do. If you don't, let me walk you through it. Step number 1, you hit the like button. Step number 2, you subscribe to the Prince Events channel. Step number 3, you join the Prince Events Discord. Step number 4, you take out your phone. Step number 5, you call your mom. Step number 6, tell your mom that you love her a lot. Step number 7, call your dad. Step number 8, tell everybody you love them. Tell me you love them in the comment section. And with that, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you later. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Bye. See you later.